Well, yebekoswa da munyi na mase na afei yaka say the last bit of Badwam Jumedini de bro no haye Badwam on Adom TV multi TV so make us say the empayfo atenasia and sa before I make up pledge national quickly roads ministry one of the krata bia babonten menkenkan emfa emamona afei emra back to yan common nina is in relation to traffic and any pebinum so say Adjei Semwo tema motorway so. Emergency works on Accra motorway. The Ministry of Roads and Highways, acting through the Ghana Highway Authority, is undertaking emergency repair works on the Lakpla River Bridge on the Accra-bound section of the Accra motorway. In 2014, one span of the two-span bridge was replaced with a steel deck. Presently, the steel deck has failed and defects have occurred in the remaining reinforced concrete slab. The defects on the steel deck have affected the steel beams and welds. In order to save life and property, it was imperative to close that section of the road for emergency repairs. The Ghana Highway Authority has been working day and night to reconstruct the deck, applying modern technology of concrete production and used to ensure that the road is open to traffic by Friday. That's Friday, 17th June 2022 at 6 a.m. Friday, what? And I check Friday, yeah. Friday, and then Wednesday. Hey, and I'm going to okay, so Friday. In addition to the opening, the ongoing traffic management measures on the motorway aimed at alleviating the inconveniences to the motoring public, contractors working on the beach road have been directed to ensure that the dual carriage sections are open to traffic. The motoring public is advised to use alternative roads such as Fertilizer Road, Treebler Road, Spinters Road, Tishi Link, Adogon Highway, and Bema Camp Road 1 and 2, and follow directional signs. The ministry sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience caused to the motoring public, and is signed Nasser Ahmed Yate, Head Public Relations Unit, Anna Odessa Kratawe Aba on Asisia Ekosuno. Me Omahene Kwabna Sante da for pledge, me Marimfi, me Educhumwa Monsa, me Alexi Boam, me Aye Chinsua Ohema Papebi, a Bosha Eshe Yinane say, Ebema, the Yen Kunimdi ni Yidi. Bema Afo it Mejan and Ashi and only a Beba Afo. Under the able leadership of George Boache, our original minister, na Mensanka was ably supported by Ira Kopuku, Ira Collins Dada, Ira Bobie, Deputy Minister Sports, Ira Yalbroni, Ira Banye, Ira Benjamin, Anna Frida Prempe, Ira Gama of Bechem United. And Ampofo-Adjei, your Council of State Rep. Ubia this year war a year so help us God. Now Kyle say we are doing what is expected of us as Ghana for, as I say, exhibiting these qualities: truthfulness, honesty, patriotism, and love for our country, Ghana. Only on mine be apart from on mine Ghana. Inti isuni buy a papa. You demonstrate it. Now it's remember Ghana. I found into my papa Eddie Frenty honesty, truthfulness, patriotism, and then the love for our country, Ghana. It's very, very important. We are back to studio. We are for so help me God, so is important. We are back to studio. Say Ebetwa in Como and Doc Atnasi. Doc, Yebeko constituency na for Yaba Ghana, Abidi Ghana and Como Kakra, but and the Ubasa is a COVID home como Edeka Craft Manzana, ya try and come on so. Mebusa say, Mamu watching in your room, Mankasa, with the additional because that is your profession. COVID home 70 cents, say.
Well, last week, Memeho, I got Central Municipal, lunch vaccination ibium. Na, no, Koya meaning, Osha population, Nini Padodoa. Our panena, your Ejuma Ejuma despite information, aqua bon teenage in a pina engine impose COVID ho. A bit so the spiritual aspect abata ho edi enya in the sense omojo say a drone ye dey warm no you know sunsun bi dey chia all kinds of things now no kwanya me my patcho me papa bi ye Warren Buffett or say so ko krubi so na yesi car kwan mu nti nantimu na pavement or ha on the best obenanti pavement no so because onim the besi saa so meka say yare no ano edro ewo ho so far the yenya bibia e chan no nti the yenya no yemfanye adwuma na embo ye ho ban na Israel 4 years a mistake ni bi Yankopon ka chom so mo hwe wo keke om se dabi na we sisei ama oma anko hwe owo ama yare ne yeden e de omko nti mesre Ghana fo pi enen enye owo na wo hwe de ba e pade kitu bi na wo na wo de aba ho ban na se na Misrim 4 years a mistake yes dan we ni keke e hwe owo na inya nkwa a o manye ne mesre ma yenye sa mistake no ye kan I trust them na na adwin say enu ye abakosem but then no yesuban no any Israel for suban na share that and sasa enti mesre mo obi eni ho a owo medical practice mo a obetu no ho esi ho so obedi nipa bro do both are yeswe no to protect lives at all cost enti binjin say Ghana Health Services ena Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo president odaya no ebebo the timu pose or the pani bi ba be wo a ebe haw ebi kra de omo say ye de wo wa na wadwen sesa enti mesre ebi so politicize ade do sebeto NDC a anka yina so ye be wo we de ba MPP mreso na akobasa Ebola ba I don't think say politicizing here say NDC for yare. It was a worldwide problem. It messed evidence no ho. America over 1 million people in EU. 1 million. Almost a lower flag ne about 2 months ago. Time almost hit it target no. So me na unji nimpo upa here Argentina, Brazil, all the other neighboring countries. So you're communist edi obienya inti mestre wa won opane no to ho anamo na ekobi na fa bo ho ban na fa bo obusuafo ho eban. Okay,
Doc Kisi anya so to mashebedwani ema the New Patriotic Party but represented the interest of this year one constituency no. Oklite tell abia tena se ba ne wonum na mo na modi soja for hye meter no.
Bisa.
Ewa.
Ewan.
Emwa.
Ewan.
Na mo ye ni oma basasa
Oma hini.
Me won dream me pa.
Me ba no ka na my late kakra. Na very unfortunate.
Cause hye meter the soldier for the
Oma decide say on be yes ade no. Na
but you were consulted. Remember just said
nobody consulted me. I am putting it on record.
Okay, are you sure
nobody consulted
the
me?
member of parliament here to say
me na make catch say nobody consulted me. I never had any discussion with anybody. Say one soldier for ebabe
this year you want
to one country me. I also heard it yesterday. It was news like any other person. Say the soldier for ebabe go on. And they were proud say I mean you know MCE proud so embarrassing we brought 50 soldiers you know to the headline, 50 soldiers have been deployed to install prepaid meters. As if say, yeah, well, Afghanistan, and I say, I mean, it's an insult. As if say we are lawless. I mean, look, but for God's sake,
but that's what it means.
For God's sake, they should respect us a little.
But that's what it means.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you see, because of this electricity, as me, police for about you. That issue has not even been resolved yet. We had issues with electricity. Look, again, everybody is looking at me. TV so. The people of Kroboland have never said they will not pay electricity bill. We have been paying electricity bill since me liberty no na light ewo ye fie ye tua electricity bill judiciously. It was only time as I shape program buyer. How many meters we will run? They give meters to assemblymen, give meters to electricity for the count. They sell the meters even as I speak to you. Recently, I had an info from somewhere say market be IC. Any meter. Obi friend me say oh assemblyman be o meter. Auton anything no.
Assemblyman for the 2 meter.
Assemblyman be o meter auton anything no. Memra na me meto meter over my market. I say what? What do you mean? We have had problems with this shape or meters already. Now why they release meters? Assemblyman bono. Why is there mistakes here? We have all recognized the first mistake of Honomo. Most say more ring fancy what do you call it, that period no. Fine. If the prepaid no and the way to go. There's a way to go about it. It shows complete failure on the part of the MCE or leadership. Are you saying you cannot engage our people?
No, you can't engage in no.
They say I don't know about that. They say I mean, one of the divisional chief no cry the friend. No, I'm saying they are no. Then I'm here.
Are you sure?
Now, interestingly, interestingly, my constituency, MPP constituency, organizer, everyone, or friend me, what the soldier probably go on, man, could be our parliament. Man, could be our parliament. MPP or no demonstration. I'm saying, look, my friend, you are kidding me. And as I'm not I'm making a joke out of me. Who can say me a small boy? Time and MC anyway, no more taking those decisions. Besides, I'm consulting me. I mean, this is sheer intimidation. And you shouldn't look. You see, if you are able to do your work, don't misuse the security services. I mean, you're wielding guns. And I said, no, and I'm saying nobody here. I will not support anybody who will say it's own electricity bill. How do they run? How did they run? But then when there's a mistake, problem be bad with me meter one. I'll talk about it. Who overcharge me? I'll talk about it. And the ECG must sit up, meet the people, talk to the people. You see, this thing has never happened before. There is no way. I'm sorry. Look, we are blessed. You Ghana Water Company. Electricity. We generate every year. Look, we are proud of those institutions. We will do everything to make sure they continue because they employ a lot of our people. So how do they what do you call it?
Pay them.
They would necessarily have to pay electricity. But what we are saying is that this approach is wrong.
But get it right. If final leaders were not giving prior notice.
Me, I don't know anything about it. Unless
party chairman consensus only aware.
Only aware. No, I am not aware. Unless otherwise,
meetings. They just didn't.
Some time ago, we try light.
Yeah.
You could share. And we are. I mean, the way to go. Something we can say we be meeting. There's a pressure group. This will come. You invite you. You see, this. Begin say there are churches, there are mosques, who call mosque, who call churches. Now the palace, no one go transfer church. They say situation we are away. The only way say the who your problem, this mean your problem. Say you never prepaid them. I mean you can start by pilot. I mean woman, me say who the fear, I'll take it. Who the call fear? Yeah, not someone who soon pass. People will just rush in and go for it. But this kind of jungle approach there. I think whoever advises a woman,
that's a direct when the best register by ECG.
No, that is unfortunate. It means that you have failed. You, as the leader of the place, have not been able to convince your people. Then where is the leadership?
But we are sure say MC in Kanjiro.
Me say, Upa.
But this is a big platform.
Me say, me mamu, ni number.
Phenomenal.
Friend.
Yeah, we need.
When say I can't tell me say we the soldier for air bad man.
And that's also ebi onimo.
Onim because you see the chief no catch him say when we invite him when we call national security no chief no count.
And you were not part of that.
I wasn't. And I catch him say one man 2 weeks now at least one fire consultation. You see my brother what I want ECD to understand is that the people of Krobo area are not saying, say, we will not pay electricity bill. We'll be very responsible.
But what was the news item? We will play a news item.
It is unfortunate.
But that's the inference that we are to travel.
To the extent, Enra say, some of my old ladies be on Krobo friend. Say, I want to say, some cocaine be I won't be kume. Whatever. I mean, all manner of things. Won't be kume. Until no one public, I shouldn't talk. The system be back out. I mean, they were worried. Now, why should this be happening? I mean, it is improper. As if the security services don't have any other thing to do but to go Danka. What is the meaning of this? Mr. The people of Kroboland have never, in 1971, we had your electricity was fee. We have been paying, and all my community that the only time problem we buy time we did meet the system no more. Woman be ready and I check. So here's a news item in some way capture. Here's a news item in bro. It's worrying. It's bad.
Normally the practice is that when you put a prepayment meter there, you put the debt on the postpaid meter on the prepayment so that we will recover whatever debt. But in this case, we said from 2018 to date, we are not going to put it there, and that we will meet customers individually and determine how much they should pay the debt.
Wahena owohonum nene na sipem tepete eni Adom kase atwetwe nkoma wadi nsem bi sei atuda.
So that's it. Well, na soldier for no go say no.
Yeah. Oh, you see the sight of even the soldiers no crowd no. And you're pleasant.
Abedumu frame see no mind.
No crowd and you're pleasant. And you're pleasant.
Oh, I see.
And you're pleasant.
Is it omo yedin?
I want to year installation and one year installation.
Germany ECG for that carbon.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe ECG for so na compressor. Omo bambo no atusin. Nti say omo babo no mutiye.
And American say we cannot continue like this. Look. Okay? Yes, there was some altercation, there was some problems yesterday. Mijidi said we are human beings. Now say assemble ye trans in yeka. So the mechanism. Say nipa ba akufo say me I wield power and you know let me impose it. It will not bring peace. You see ECG will continue to be in lower manner. What do the mechanism? And we want ECG
and you know you office every morning.
One must see office new one crowd one. Some time ago no see they feel threatening and omo packing normal. But the Americans say assurance I mean say they should not feel threatened one bit because we want the institution to grow.
But forgive me, probably I'm jumping into a conclusion. MC, I think after that incident, there should have been frequent meetings about
the meeting say.
Your tier as a member of parliament, and yet the whole experience.
No. Yesterday, say one deploy, and I mean the MC of a Yilon, on not sure, say what deploy 50, what do you call it, soldiers to come and install prepaid meters. One back now say also pay prepaid now. You chop can you?
What the guys are
MC no cancer.
No, they empower no.
And America say we shouldn't. I mean customer relationship. Let's. Oh, Akwai says they say no. We don't have alternative. Power producing company near back.
No, that should not even.
Let's not. No. If he decides to cut us off, it's competitive. But at the same time, at the same time,
we have options.
At the same time, let me say.
Situation here very important in your constituency.
Yes.
In fact, a key issue in the constituency.
Yes.
The person say, Jimin Kase ECG for MC na carbon at the expense of the community entirety. Money choice. I didn't imagine this. No, the process is wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah,
I'm saying we need a better explanation why a soldier for I present or the Kromano and a be to trust me. There's always a way out. I don't know anyone.
Yes.
I don't know MC no.
Very well.
And I want to check whether the MC didn't inform you.
No,
it's important. If you have a talent candidate,
we have had meetings before on this light issue, but the deployment of soldiers at the Bahonum and Rano, minimum.
Dr. Adom, then I record this matter.
Well,
also a member of parliament.
I know. To come in on that issue, well, unfortunate if municipal chief executive member of parliament no, I mean in this particular matter, you deploy soldiers to your constituency and at any rate, you know, from Senawo Casa passionately, you know, between dialogue no and I really think that from the matic akano see twice my relationship with ECG no problem. I would prefer say they have to halt the operations. Of
course, for parties to be at peace.
Yes. They have to halt the operations.
We will pay light bill. Anybody who comes from that area, or we can say to a light bill.
And it's unfortunate that we have to bring military for this.
I know a bad picture on the community.
I think I know the opinion leaders they use no and shana yemfa into year because services there who here military. I mean as a car insurance just said it's so no.
So we pay light bill.
ECG and then I really think to say I Kusumbu. Only Akusumbu for delay. There should be some royalty leverage, bisa. Because of exactly. I think ECG should manage that relationship
because you see,
very carefully.
Speaking, me, I don't want to go into those things, but you see, the problem is the fact that the thing is within. I mean, we expect say one bit treaty
well, kakra.
You know, not to this extent. Even if our people are misbehaving. What do they make us? If I say, I mean, let's grant us if you misbehave, there's a way to deal with that. Oh, you can even start.
There should be more community engagement.
I told them, say, prepaid, no, just move. I can't say, optional. People who want it.
I think they can even start from businesses.
Yeah.
No, you just go.
Then
out.
the churches.
There's a way out. Prepaid, if you like, come. All those who want prepaid, come for it. Now, the number of people who go for it.
Assemblyman also is a bit concerning. I think that has to be looked at now. Because we heard normal pricing or outrageous. So
the Obi officer, but the entire side no more. It's actually discussing it here. Was one careful. Obi Juana, Obi Amania, Sabi.
Yes, that's the point.
After problem, but
and then honestly speaking, seriously, the way we change our the attitude, the demeanor, the way the soldier for security for behave this time around.
So they've been briefed.
The little provocation.
Yeah, the woman baby.
Oh, the little provocation can spell doom for us.
And I'm saying you can't blame them because almost they've been briefed that Kofoni is stubborn. Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah,
and that is not true. Say, because some time ago we raised concern about doesn't mean say it will continue forever. And I am saying say the relationship between ECG and what do you call it any lower money again bibia and I say it has no end. Yeah. Insofar as we continue to live as human beings, we need energy.
Okay, so MC ni person Okasa Pacho team Ampadu Pacho get in touch with the MC. He wants to clarify. We are just monye into for number na bra na no offer me okay Ampadu, I have his number any MC no Ebeka. So Clitiana, na one crack at every parliament about on Adjasafo. And then I come about it. Yes, you want Adjasafo.
Oh, you see, I have Enra privileges for no call by. One of my colleagues now also a baby briefing. And me can say, oh, Anka Beya, Anka, Yenyai Adjasafo issue because we share. The all canon. Let's give her the benefit of doubt. You doubt say maybe a ne bar whatever. Now I'm persuading na omra. You see, there may be other things, But it looks like the other side, the impression I have is the MPP or the majority wants to have a by-election.
The MC is erected.
Erected.
Is it erected? Okay.
You want to have a what do you call it, a by-election. They want to go the full hog. You know, why not? That is what the law says. After 15 days, you know, if you are unable to, come up with any good explanation, convincing one, now there must be a by-election in your constituency. If that is what the ruling government, so be it. Especially when the law says so. That's all.
Okay, so on Adjei.
I just say, or my neighbor, I think I'll refrain from commenting. Mr. Yeah, boss, yeah. I'll leave it at that.
But is it a good practice?
There are many arguments. Now, from a medical standpoint, I think so from a medical legal standpoint, then she needs help. Maybe the mechanism, because the bano issue may also even trigger maternal, psychological problems into depression. Maybe from a medical standpoint.
So as a doctor, in times like this, surgeons hold the position.
I think the health status mentally has to be assessed before we take a decision. Because, in fact, even in shooting somebody to death, your state of mind, a bit to my acquittal. In the heat of the moment and not premeditated, what must say? I really think we no see a kumupa or here a medical team to advise a legal team na anka stretch. And then there's been the argument, which is very strong, say other civil servants, when they are not well, we don't go after them. I mean, we're talking about
we give them that space.
Judges, we're talking about big men in big places. Into what is good for the goose should be good for the gander. And I really think because I'm medically biased, that is my stance. Say judge binya stroke, say you better temper, justice with mercy. So now you train amanu hwantono. Into the other member of parliament, so quote unquote maybe a mental health issue. Now you to mean temper. Mercy with justice, because in certain quarters, whether unya stroke, which is a dream area, now unya depression from obaya area, so I don't see a dream area.
But the state should manage you.
Yeah, but the mental health
like that,
act, states emphatically say obi employment, you not unya mental problem. You cannot, use that to dismiss the person. You cannot. And you see, the point is that, but for the fact say, your numbers now are very close. Parliament.
And I'm not being here.
Because I don't want to mention them. I've been in Parliament for some time, minimum for almost a year. Yare took them off. But because the numbers were so nobody cared.
Nobody even noticed.
Nobody even noticed. Anything but what I'm saying is that here, that should not also mean where the law needs to be applied. No, we shouldn't.
But we are in this situation.
In this situation, because seriously, look, if you are somebody who really study human behavior, now if you listen to her and Adwa, who you saw the behavior as a baseline with what we are seeing on TikTok and whatever, to me, there's something wrong. Also, the state of Abia, Bibisha the Subibrea. Now, why BB? And let's take all that into consideration. Or your bar, or your mother. And you can't every time. You want to encourage women. Look. Somebody will see a very, a woman with a certain potential can take a decision not to occupy any public space because of that. So as we talk about it, let's have that at the back of our mind.
Okay.
You know,
I'm biased medically. Say consider the mental state of health there. Then officially, and I think she has every right to postpone. Her stay, and the state has to be mindful of that.
But what it is telling us is that even the state Ghana, through its parliament, does not even know what is happening to her. And that's the worry.
If they seek counsel, medical people can advise. So must seek a counselor because, like I said, sometimes you telemedicine. Assess the patient, not with you. And may can on air say someone Association of Psychiatry they can advise them if they choose to. And in law there's room for that. And I really think that thorough then that has to be thrown in there. And like I said, many other governmental people, and unfortunately, I mean, I think we better call back to that issue when it comes to the payment of salaries in the account. I really think so. It's becoming unfortunate. We are targeting members of parliament.
We'll come to that.
Too much, for wrong reasons.
I'm with you on that. Why is that everybody saying
for wrong reasons? Now, in fact, said the economy. See, yes, you be kasa anka. Ebe send ebe kasa ebe send because a big issue. To the extent say you who can answer just say.
Yeah, but discuss kasa. Okay, yanko MC. Akwaba.
Tenya.
Now who here?
Badwam me here pa.
Okay, yeah, that's say what you bring out. What's happening in your town?
But I say,
I didn't see you chrome.
Oh, me chrome there. Yes, some dim be about just for me, politics, any a bill my own per se, you be can cry, and then my choir say, as I'm casing number. Meaning, then you can want some. Kobo area, yellow woman, yellow kobo. Any easy before being some history, them saying they named the around 2014 on the software we buy and now on the billing system. And a problem about bills no. To be one to bill but 200 50 cities now cover 300 next time. There was a serious agitation. Emma if we are saying demonstration we could see police worker Emma ebinum kra efre won kwa enna ewumu na sa back and forth enna United Kobo Foundation for a petition president and the petition president no and on refer man national security say yan kwasem in fact on petition on kind say yeah akosomo dam no there was an MOU be say Kobo 4 ntua light bill etia ka say on produce they couldn't produce it then later on they moved on say bills problem. And on common said truly no between 2014 and 2017 no problems our bills no. It's national security together with all of us new security and said their young ring fences are canon. In the 2014-2017 no that it start to baby. And na 2018 ebe do 2022 the end there. Essence na one cleaning bill nintin na bills na ba na papa. Enu ntino ye say nanka ECG for the on say yamfa 2 years into ya. And now your can say I didn't actually that's about 4 years a can I can once it's your can only to say yan 5 years here print. Some meeting because United Kobo Foundation for the petition in not only national security in the daily assemblies no put the last minute on for since I am music chairman on invite music no emra into music any lower MC. And you question national security. And you can't say, and at that point, no, and you never did to say the only way between that control a cannot say and costume a prepaid meter. And like you that a couple foundation for ETIAS. After there, a bar say, as I say, educating go for implement at the end. Oh, you not a couple foundation for no kokuma. No one can't check of what then no one cranny, they were forced to accept it. And now one no, and people should resist. People should resist. then on change at the end say quite the own person ECG for more can be now person VR. And I ECG for the Sunday there, and your own bedroom canian. Now you can't see power no one VR for. But minia, remember the MC, no. Before we buy my ECG for Dunkania for almost 2 weeks. I want to amount for common. And you've been here. And I'm at the honorable MP for a friend is saying, Lower Mania, Adom TV, Kasa, Blemu, say we didn't involve him. I'm your pass or Kasa. I'm not light of bad, that 2 weeks, no, on none kind of thing. He didn't stay with his people. And to where who the problem they faced. On you to light a dear cost of for a lot of challenges. It took another 10 years. Another 10 years, former MP or lower money, and of frame meeting, some meeting, or Ensign College. You call some meeting, another tell a be insisted, say, yeah, my United Kobo Foundation for no Embra meeting. Then I wake up and say, United Kobo Foundation, they are just a group. They don't represent the view of Kobo because you are him for. You are software, you are businessmen. Look, me catch a yamino yamself. Sad legislature same way. Not a near politics because Obi to say another setepe. Obi to say Kofi, Ano Viare. David Kobo, a COP, who any Chumberima, MP Vice Chairman. Only now they were concerned. And we had a meeting. The first meeting going on, and I know I can tell him, sir, the information I may want to say, United Kobo Foundation for no only you meet, he sponsors them.
Okay, Honorable Eric Tete. Honorable Eric Tete. Honorable Eric Tete.
Prominent.
Honorable Eric Tete.
Hello.
Anna Simon Kwaku Tete.
Where Eric Kwaku Tete?
Eric Kwaku Tete, right?
Yes.
Jinaha answer. Oh, you're in charge of security, my boy. Now, Krobo, for how do they bypass you and go and talk to national security? How? You have not the importance and relevance of the case. Two, what has been your engagement with MPC? Hold on. Okay. We want solution. We don't want to come and accuse.
Okay.
Hold on, point two. We will start 9 in actual also. They did kind. And conform crowd for what cheer code in the national security for a meeting. You are not worried. That work with them 2 weeks. I'm a Kanye doom work of patch my ECG for their back. It's your burden.
Yes.
So clearly, from the word go, who cross MC in what to know my papa. So for only to come here, to come and be hold on. One third, hold on. One third, Mr. Jinawansa, Okasama Okasai. 1/3 party people report, and in this country. People report based on the interest they have on matters, and they don't report the facts. Papa Natiano, MP, why expressing your answer? One.
Yes.
Wakache Ghana for a share big German and opinion say Krobo land is ready to pay light bill. No Krobo person will say own share light bill. Two. Yes. Wajia Tum said there have been challenges with relationship between ECG and the people of Krobo. It means that there's a problem there. Three. Yes. Yen timi nchichiri kro bra opinion leaders yema yina ya dwene nko benkro ne mfantu anamo. I can promise you that if you don't go back and revisit this old structure of opinion leaders, MUSEC, and then other relevant bodies to be part of this conversation. Now, if we say all the soldiers in the Bible solution, then you have a problem.
And that is one thing for me, which I think that we a lot of people who want this problem to escalate, lose sight of it.
But I'm saying that for the first time, I'm seeing that. For the first time, I'm seeing a soldier for Omaba Obi Krosua, Adentia, and your chrono, and your woody, and your Bibia, Nemo Yasi install meters. Who is a way a good sign for you?
The woman say, you go shut the last time now. On petition president, no, say the way to go was the prepaid. ECG4 SRT. In fact, individuals were requesting for the prepaid themselves. And as our group said they won't allow the ECG to work. So they were attacking ECG. That is where ECG decided to say, oh, sir, if individuals willingly are requesting for prepaid, not say you install, They attack ECG workers. And the ECG workers then they are pulling their people out. Now say more than 80 to 90% people are not paying light bill there. Then what they will do is that they will off it. Not whatever they want us them to do. Say no, on pay ECG for light bill, on pay VRA. Then whenever the decision is taken, then they come back. Now what I mean who say Kobasana is sumo samba ya the military connection to it, and yet music, but ECG staff were saying, say, if they were going to give it to people who needed it, they fear for their lives and they need protection. That is it. And today, as we speak now, if and then for me, I don't think so.
Only why the TSM must for
litigation.
Only why the TSM must for
Okay.
Wonder why no one at TSC for because ECG said that their life
is call Natako Foundation for the petition here. So they went there and any music no national security thought say once we are there they should invite us. MC
no don't come. MC go back to the drawing board on this matter. Your performance is below average. Remember, no, go back and do what is right for you. I'm happy that thank you for explanation. On this matter, your performance is
he called my chairman.
No, hold on, member. Who call interested party member.
No, he called my chairman.
I'm saying that hold on.
A useless MP.
No, hold on. Those matters are not settled on TV.
Very unfortunate.
That's local constituency.
But I mean, I don't really.
MC, go back to the.
I've heard
you need that cooperation. As I say, only the penny na timishia, only poor muhiya macrobo land no. Now some cases say bana obahuna so jani bi ko bi fi.
I really think from a consumer standpoint, this is not a national security relations management. So I really think that the right quarters have to come on board. We'll do our best.
All right. Yasaba, Professor Ransford Gyampo, an Associate Professor of Political Science at the University of Ghana, is of the opinion politicians are ripping Ghana financially. His argument is that although politicians collect large sums of money as ex gratia every 4 years, the average Ghanaian worker can labor his entire life for only a penny in pension income. He believes that the ex gratia paid to politicians is excessive and that something should be done about it. To him, what makes sense is that ex gratia should be paid to members of parliament who have lost their seats or who are no longer seeking power, and not those who have retained theirs. I quote, "It is just not right that members of parliament take as much as 300,000 Ghana cedis as ex gratia every 4 years. Meanwhile, an ordinary worker will work his entire life only to receive just a small amount of money as pension pay. Someone in parliament since 1992 has been receiving ex gratia for every 4 years. So, is there not anyone who will realize that the country is being ripped financially?" If you, Professor Gyampo stated that UTAG will push for good service conditions next year and that this move will not be hindered by anyone. He made this statement on Adom FM's burning issues. Okay, so I see.
My main problem first. One, a very unfortunate a professor would not do on your due diligence. The intermake I'll start from one bit. Ex gratia mukrano. There are two components. Now I was hoping, sir, as a professor, say, parliamentary ejuma pay no should kick in latest
right away.
Latest by 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm in same way now, because me, I'm unfortunately,
on the other parliaments.
Yeah, you should pay rate of 7th parliament. And
8th parliament, the 7th.
Yes,
that's how it's been.
That is the problem. I really think I'm of the school of thought, sir. And say making sure, sir, o share what you must say, or salary no any day will share. Instead of say ye di abakosem salary ebema and ohwa say a 3,000 po ene ka ho a o multiply that by 12 months by 4 years no who say is a huge quantum a ye o salary so at masenti sa as graduate unfortunately no a delayed salaries plus bonus bonus bit near kakrebi I really think say Prof anka onka no kre emfa sa asem no ho na uye no free ho generally o she adwuma se after 1 year yetu akatem 2 years yetu akatem but what they are doing now which is the unfortunate practice they say you lock you at one base salary for the 4 years into no every year wakitia enkosro what was na yedina aba as back pay into sa no credit no is very important and I would hope say Prof instead of throwing dust into the Ghanaian society no penny status as a professor no I would hope say or didn't credit emum na onye misinformation and I really think that per ne status no he shouldn't be doing misinformation. Okay. Now, in concluding, generally, I think that there's a perception say Abanjma it's more, but I can tell you on authority say some of the caliber of people are Ejma ma Abano, Nukwenya minim Aban Ejma numpo into omo pedigree, and I can cite one example. Ahum Kalinzi, our Baye Deputy Trade Minister. Maza Oshe Coca-Cola consultancy ejuma no ye ne consultancy ejuma o ye sika oje for one project was like his year salary as a member of parliament. Just one example and you're caught into yemu bisu krana your salary your surgery back I'm being very frank with you. Surgery back on kadipa beye and our jino bosume. I don't want to go into all of those things, but I think say sometimes no unfortunate say you private sector and say opinion tell abi anka your money a private institution like even United Airlines employ and can ketua eso chain ejuma or yes to say and that should be looked at because many governmental workers are very highly qualified and come with a wealth of experience only to serve Mother Ghana and our country. In the ex gratia, no, it is not ex gratia. So, who key in the two components? A year wa kituya, a bao amba for 4 years. And that is a problem. And I really think say I think we need to work on that from controller and accountant general. Now, to say in the future, no, and I think honorable. From the way things are going, no, Oshe Ejumase into 9th Parliament almost started January. As I said, almost channel, kick in right away so that we don't run into this unfortunate perception average Ghanaians war.
Okay. All right.
It's unfortunate, but you see, we work with a living document, the Constitution. Constitution is say Article 71 holders, President may establish a committee. Now the committee will be decided on our monument. Now the reason why a bit delay, unless we amend this constitution, because President Wabano, after an appointment, after the policies near the the normal because of the formal committee. Now check about 3 years, 4 years. And the amount for tears say Oshe S Gracia 300,000 about 78% a salary arrears. Now even in the constitution there's nothing like S Gracia, a gratuity because our job is it's a contract.
But that's why it's worrying that a professor try to put a certain
and you see my every job. Me, I've been a university teacher, and a lot of my colleagues, recently, some of them were making certain comments. But you see, life is about choices. Oh, Obu Honoma, on the MC that did my terms say. Obu Honoma to me take is that. These are some of the normal I call with. I can decide. Say, Bia, me the ability teacher na I won't be into any other. Taking risk is part of life. And it goes with a lot of things. Don't they make an answer? But unfortunately, no, they are all canon and Indian as well. It's not say one, a contract in the SI. 4 years. Who we are. Look, reintegrating into the system a little bit difficult. Don't they make an answer? And you know, onion homework well. Because if you take about 75% of this 300,000.
Okay, so we are going to the room to see Dominic Kisiebua as they are celebrating Dominic Kisiebua. Oh, wow. Happy birthday to Dominic Kisiebua. Oh, yeah. Yeah, was so bad. Oh, okay. Happy birthday.
Your best friend.
No, only so. Yeah, Dominic. I'm only calling you. Oh, Dominic Kisiebua. So that's it. Okay, so control. Yeah, that was it. Dominic Kisiebua, we are back here.
Okay,
but that's the point. But that's the point.
Yeah. They should stop inciting people.
Exactly the word I wanted to use. Yeah, sir.
See, the only you know, where a time will come if you don't take care, you find. You know, I am not saying it's a corruption. Anyhow, if you are talking about corruption,
let's address the issue. Let's address it from the constitution. No, I'm saying from the constitution.
You know, they can say, so see, who can about the salary now? Please do your homework well. Look, the life. I mean, the amount for parliament. Amount for parliament. Look, I always thank God.
Yes, I'll become. I'm telling you. Okay. Thank you for watching. Happy birthday, Dominic Kisiebua and Abuja Jenfi. Happy birthday.